guys, CEO at Net Worth again, another tutorial. I know you're getting tired of me, but here we go. Let's hack the heck out of Canva. For this tutorial, we are going to learn a whole lot more about how I actually achieved the hot dog animation here, so that it's not just a graphic for the social feed mockup style, but it's more of your breakout clip kind of deal. And full disclaimer, you're going to need a third-party software. Canva is just not able to remove a background from a video quite yet. You are going to need something to remove the background from the video, and that way you can turn it into this. Let me show you how I did it. But first things first, let's just go over the pieces that I used, just in case you wanted to recreate this yourself or just find new pieces that you like. This here is a grill. I was unable to find something like this of this quality on Canva. So if you're a Canva contributor out there, we need more grills. There's a style out there that some people like, and I couldn't find it on here. So I actually went to officialpsds.com. That is where I got it. I will leave that link in the description as well. So if you want to find some really cool urban stuff that really, there's an untapped market on Canva here, the urban, really cool urban funky stuff. I love it. But for this is on Canva, gold circle border. And then also I used the frames. Just size this up here. And you can find these frames if you just go to elements, scroll on down to frames. There you have it. There are the frames that you can use. What I did do was, let me detach this image here so you know what it is. I found this image and it was actually horizontal, but I just kind of rotated it, flipped it, dropped it in there. You can do that with frames. If you have something that's going across the x-axis here, all you just do is rotate it and drop it in, and it will maintain that rotation even inside the frame. So you don't want to rotate the frame, you want to rotate the image before you put it in the frame. Okay, a little tidbit. But anyhow, this one's called Vertical Gold Holographic Gradient Background. I just dropped it in there, and I did the same for all of the other letters there. It might actually look like I've done some shadowing, but I really didn't. So I just kind of used the shadows of the actual background, and it made it look really cool. So that's how I did that. And then I have some text here, and this is just literally, you can find this in text. And I just used this. I just pulled it out, changed the colors, and that's how I accomplished that. Nothing too crazy. This is super important. So this one is the hot dog wiener on green screen wide shot. I know it's pretty difficult to know what video you have, because for whatever reason, Canva doesn't have the information for videos as they do for regular pictures. As you can see, information. But anyways, moving on. Hot dog wiener on green screen wide shot. Let's see, this one is a video as well. It's called grilled chicken leg on the flaming grill. Looks like a frog, but it's all good. This one's easy peasy, piece of coal that'll come up. This is also a video. It's called Fire. And this is a wood texture, so it's literally called wood texture, but you can use whatever you want. Okay, step 1. Add your static and animated elements on top and on bottom of the mock-up. And I'm really not going to go through this in depth. You can take a look at my past tutorials in order of how to kind of set all of this up here. Of course, you're going to need the actual Facebook or Instagram UI mockup here. You're just going to need that. Again, because I've already gone through this, I'm not going to go through it in detail here on this tutorial, but just know that you're going to need some elements above it and some elements below it, and we'll use the video animation to give it that dimension, that 3D look. All right, so if you do want this mock-up here, you don't want to have to create it on your own, then I do have some on my Etsy, Facebook, and IG actually, and you can grab that for a super low price while supporting the channel at the same time. And also, to support the channel, if you want, you can subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think of this, and I'll keep going and do more tutorials. So step 2, we're going to find a video on Canva with a green screen background. Then we're going to remove the background using video editing software or Unscreen.com, and I'm going to show you both of those. But if you go to videos, here I just typed in this one again, grill green screen, that's what I typed in. But here's what I found. I found a lot of cool stuff. You can literally just type in green screen and you can find so many things that's going to like blow your mind and amplify your designs here. Once you find that, and you know, honestly, when I first saw green screen videos in Canva, I was like, what for? What's the purpose of that? Because Canva has no way of actually pulling out that green. So I was like, but why? And then I was like, but wait, there's another way to do it. So you will have to pull it out of Canva, but it's okay. Don't fret. If you really want this look, you just have to go with it. All right. So I am going to take this, and now generally because this canvas is, you know, more vertical, I would just open up a new one and drop it into, you know, a 1920 by 1080 and place it on its own little canvas here. And then you would just download it as an MP4. Okay, super important. And then let's go to unscreen.com. Here we are in unscreen.com, and we're just looking at some of their sample videos. I'm not actually going to go over it. I guess I could do it just a little bit. I do not have an account to unscreen.com, and it's because I don't want to pay for an additional software. Not that I'm against paying for things. In fact, I am pro paying for things. People do so much hard work out there to make you look good. Please pay for things. But I already pay for Adobe's full CC, so I don't want to have to pay for an additional thing when I can do it myself in another program. But it's pretty cheap. You know, you can come on here, you can pay as you go or pay by the minute. And really these clips are not even, you know, minute worthy. They're like 10, 20, 30 seconds at most. So you could definitely come and use this, but pretty much you would just click remove video background, upload your clip, and then it would start the process there. And here it is, just removing that background. It's going to take some time, so just give it some time. Okay, so once it's finished, you can just go ahead and download that. It is going to download this up to limited to 10 seconds because I don't have an account. I don't have Unscreen Pro, and so it's free. You get free clips, and so you can do that. But obviously we're going to need longer than 10 seconds. So, you know, just go ahead and upgrade so that you can download this at also a higher quality, you know, full HD, more pixels, because you see some green still left over, and that's just really degraded quality. But if you upgrade, you can totally use this, and it'll be just as fine, probably just as well, just judging by their examples, as a Premiere Pro would be. So that's really flawless. So try unscreen.com. But if you have Adobe Premiere Pro, you can also do it in After Effects. But if you're like me and you have Adobe Premiere Pro and you like Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm going to show you how to do it. And that is step 3. We need to convert that MP4 to a GIF. That is done automatically on Unscreen, but we have to do it right in Premiere Pro. We're going to use Premiere Pro and Photoshop to be able to convert it properly. But this is really the only way transparency is preserved in Canva, is using that GIF. So let's get into it.
So you're going to want to open up Premiere Pro and create a new sequence by going to File, Sequence. Then you're going to want to name the sequence. Don't worry about the preset because we're going to override whatever is in there with what we drag into the timeline there. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in my hot dog that I saved from Canva. And as you can see, it's going to ask to change the settings to match the actual video. And yes, we do want to do that. So finally, we're going to take out that green screen. If you go to Effects, type in Ultra key, drag and drop it onto the video, and then pull up your Effects Controls panel. If you do not see it, go to Window, scroll down to Effects Controls, and then it'll pop up. The effects control is how we're going to control how this affects the video. Drag and drop your eyedropper to pick up that green. It's going to take it away. If we want to be a little more aggressive, we can kind of change the default setting there to be more aggressive, and it'll pick up more green. And that's how you do that. Then you're going to want to file export media, and I take it into media encoder. When you do, we want to change this to QuickTime. QuickTime is the only way that we can pull up an animation. You don't need to export audio to be a big file. We don't want to do that. Click animation and then scroll down. And this is a very important part as well. We want to make sure that that alpha channel is selected at maximum depth. Go ahead and click that alpha channel and then go ahead and queue it up to media encoder. Obviously, let that media encoder run. It's going to save it. And then we're going to move it right into Photoshop because we need to optimize it for web view. Open it right up, and we're going to go to File, Export, and then Save for Web Legacy. Once there, you're just going to make sure it's a GIF, make sure it's transparent, and that's really it. You're just going to save it there.
Finally, once you have your finished product that you can use, that GIF anywhere across any design, you've imported it back into Canva. Again, now you can add your text, your logos, and then you just plop that right over your image, and it's going to look fantastic.
I hope you found this tutorial useful and that you're able to hack the heck out of Canva.